Continuing at Radio Row, Super Bowl week. Joining us now, the quarterback of the NFC South champion Carolina Panthers, Bryce Young. Bryce, welcome. How are you?
Blessed. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, thanks for being on, man. We appreciate it. I mean, how you feel? This is a big year, right?
Yeah. I'm blessed. I'm feeling healthy. It's always a blessing to come out the other side feeling like that. But yeah, I'm excited. For us, we're able to take some steps. Do some positive things. I'm super excited for this group as a team, and I think really my favorite part is, after that last game. There was no complacency, no little consolation prize for us. We know that there's a lot more for us to accomplish. We know it's going to take a ton of work. Next year you start 0-0. There's nothing carries over. So it's a group of guys that are excited for that work to try to chase that goal.
Yeah, T-Mac was here earlier. He said guys are upset. We could have won this game, and now that's motivation to take it to the next level next year.
Exactly. We have to build off of it, we're all looking forward to that.
I'm always amazed with your attitude, right? I really am. Your demeanor. You got guys like me sometimes who've been critical of your play, but you don't let it affect you. I'm sure you look at me sometimes and go, man, you asshole, I heard what you said. But regardless, you don't show that.
He is, man.
And even on the field. But, where does that come from? What do you say to yourself? How do you compartmentalize all that?
Yeah, first off, I'm a believer. So, I try to walk by faith. I believe God ordains my steps. So, wherever I'm supposed to be, that's where I'll end up being at. I try to just focus on the day-to-day. And also, I'm a sports fan. I've been a fan of sports my whole life. And, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Everyone's gonna have favorites. Everyone's gonna have pros and cons. That's what
it's part
pushes,
of it.
Exactly. That's
right.
what pushes the sports forward. It's what I sign up for as a quarterback for sure. So, stuff like that, good or bad, I don't really listen to, don't reflect on. I take the advice of the people that are in the building, the people I trust, and those are the people that I listen to.
Do you try to block out any noise? Do you watch everything during the season? Or
No, definitely not.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
not. I don't use social media in general, so it makes it a lot easier.
Good for you.
Yeah, during the season, you're at work all day anyway, so I'm not watching Sports Center, all that. So, I get my opinions and my, I ask the people in the building of stuff that's tangible for me, and that's really all I consider myself.
That's
with.
right.
What's the next level for you personally, year 3 going into year 4?
For me, I think it's just taking even another step in and just command as a leader, as the leader of the offense. For us as a unit, especially on the offensive side of the ball, there's a lot of young guys that don't act like it, that operate like professionals, that have stepped up and played great ball. So I think for me, it's on us to take ownership, make sure that we're continuing to go in the right direction, make sure that it's translating to success. It's going to take a lot of work, but again, that's the beauty of the game for me.
The game's slowing down for you, right? I mean, it seemed like at the end of last year it started to get in a spot. But what does slow down mean, or what is it that makes you comfortable now?
It's just I think a big part of it is really just getting that continuity with your guys, with
right.
your team. For us, I think a big part of what we were able to do this year was just kind of identify, just find our identity. And now it's on us to perfect it, on us to be consistent with it. But I think we're able to kind of figure out what we have. Everyone's kind of coming to their own now. So again, now it's about putting it together and it translating to success.
Yeah, right.
How has Dave Canales helped improve your game the most?
Yeah, he's been great for me. He's someone that is always in the QB room. He's always around, which is great for us. It really streamlines that process during the week. And also he's been someone who always encourages open dialogue, which is great for me as a QB. He wants to know, hey, what do you want to run? How do you feel about this? Hey, he'll give a call on the off to, hey, there's some concepts you want in. What have you seen from this down
right.
in distance, whatever it may be.
Cool.
Yeah, which is awesome. And also for not just me, but for us as a team, he's super, super consistent. Every single day you know exactly what you're going to get out of him. After a win, after a loss, he's going to be the same guy coming into the building. And, for us, it really sets that standard for all of us to make sure that, we're consistent in everything we do. So it's great for us as a team.
All right, quarterback. You played both these teams, right? I know the Patriots was earlier in the year, Seahawks a little later, but kind of tell us what makes each defense special when you were preparing for them those weeks.
It's always different playing them at different times of the year.
Right.
But the Patriots, we played them early, week 4, I want to say. and a really, really good unit. You could tell that they were. I think that was Chris Gonzalez's first game back.
Yeah, right.
You know, so you could tell they were starting to really mesh,
Gel
starting to click and
bit.
gel, and you saw that carry all the way through. I mean, interior D lineman, and really that whole front. Really good unit. They do a great job.
Big and physical, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Physical guys, they want to dominate the front. And, when you're able to do that, have those enforcers, and then play on the back end, have really good skill guys. It's a big challenge for the offense. And the Seahawks, one of the things that really impressed me about them was just how much they talked. And it wasn't all just, talking trash. They communicated really well as a team. Every time they made a play, they're always the first to hype each other up. They're always the first to, to try to be those aggressive. And I feel like when you see a lot of, that's a sign of a really good defense that plays together.
Right.
You can tell they're enjoying it. And again, a lot of great players. They have a lot of guys stepping up. Also really intense in the box, great guys in the perimeter. So it's going to be a battle.
So
I'm excited to watch.
That jumped out to you, though, because when I watched them on film, too, you guys shift a formation, and they're all talking and, making signals.
Yeah.
You notice that even being on the field.
100%, communicate really well. And that's not easy.
Right.
You can tell the discrepancies on certain teams, but I was really impressed with how they did that.
Yeah.
You had such a good year last year and were removed from it by a year and a half, but you got benched in your second season. And for most quarterbacks early in the career, when that happens, that's it. When and what and how did that become the thing that is unlocked where you are now?
Yeah, for me, I just wanted to make sure that I took that time to grow. I wanted to look in the mirror. I wanted to, learn, be ready, challenge myself to be consistent during that time. For me, it wasn't really started doing something different or changed. I think it was just an opportunity for me to, again, be consistent, not knowing if it was going to show, not knowing what it would look like, which was something that I hadn't faced before in my career. So, it was just a chance for me to grow as a human, as an individual. And I think now, the biggest thing is just being able to get more reps. For me now, that last year was the first year in the system at that time. So, obviously it was only a couple of games in the system, and then being able to come back and then now have so many more reps in that system, so many more reps with the guys around me. There's same staff this year, so much continuity. I think, again, being able to take that next step of now having that half a year under my belt, now having another, tearing that into last season was huge for me. So just being able to have that consistency was great.
That's a point I make all the time. Continuity and consistency, building that relationship with the coach who is the offensive coordinator too. Because if you're on a team with a defensive coach, things go well, coordinator's gone, here comes a new one, got to learn all over again. You're going to be tied to Canales as long as you're there.
Yeah, exactly. It's really cool being able to have it. Like you said, it's when there's defensive head coaches, a lot of times one way or another, really good, now they're going to be a head coach. Things don't go great, now, you're looking in a different direction. So, I had to do that from my first year to second year. And, it's difficult. You come in, your first year, you're trying to learn stuff new, obviously, as a rookie. Then try to learn, right when you feel like you got it, you learn another system. But for me, I'm super grateful to be able to have that consistency, that relationship, be able to there with coach, and we're able to be able to, as long as we're there, should be able to be there and have the same system, which is great.
Right. All right. Well, let's hear it. I mean, we see you can play some quarterback, you can escape the pocket, but let's hear about the charity a little bit. There's a ton of great things. Young Nine Foundation.
Exactly, at the Young Nine Foundation. It's something that's really important to me. It's my family is all involved in it. It's our charity to give back for. It's all rooted in mental health. I'm a big believer in just the importance of destigmatizing, mental health, being able to have those conversations, and really impacting the youth. It's all ages, but really want to connect to the younger generation. I'm a believer that, the younger generation the younger you can have those conversations, you can normalize, talking about, your mental health, your normalize sharing and having those relationships. I think the better and the easier it is to kind of grow with that, pass on to the next generation, all that. We do a bunch of things to connect, at the Young Nine Foundation. I'm super grateful for that.
Cool, man. It's a good thing.
Well, it's great. It's great to see you, and congratulations on the success. Panthers division champions, trying to win it 2 years in a row, and see where it goes from there. There he is, Bryce Young.
Continuity, he's got it going.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.